What's going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. I hope I find you really well. I'm joined by PD Proudlock. Go and subscribe to him on YouTube. A link will be down below in the description. It's the West Ham United versus Newcastle United match preview down at the Olympic Park. And me and Peter are heading down on Saturday. A game I'm really looking forward to, and it's another away day on the channel. So if you do want to see a vlog on my channel and on PD Products channel, please go along and subscribe to the channel. You'll see it on Sunday morning. And there's also going to be a preview for this game as well on PD's channel already, so go and check it out as well. Okay, so jumping into the game, Peter, we're going to look at the form of both clubs, but we're going to look at the record first. So our record against West Ham since coming back into the Premier League is being very, very mixed. So the first season, when we got promoted back to the Premier League under Rafa Benitez, we beat West Ham United 3-0 at St James's Park, and also beat West Ham United 3-2 at the Olympic Stadium. Yeah, and last season, however, West Ham did get the revenge. They did do the double over us after we'd done the double over them the first season back. They beat us last season at the Olympic Park 2-0, but then beat us 3-0 at St James's Park. So, what's your thoughts going into this game on Saturday? I'm feeling quite positive despite our form and despite West Ham's form that we can go there, potentially cause an upset. I'm not saying that we're going to win, but we can definitely get a draw.
Possibly. Yeah, because West Ham as well on a bit of a good run at the moment either. They haven't won in a canny few weeks, so you're thinking there's a slight advantage there at this rate, but although we do have to be careful, they have got players like Hala, their new signing, Yarmolenko, Declan Rice, Snodgrass, Philippi Anderson's another one who can really cause problems for other players. So we definitely can't go down there thinking it's all going to be rosy in the garden, because look at us on form at the minute as well. We completely sat back against Wolves in the second half. They were coming out where they got the equaliser, and that was a 2-point dropped in the game last Sunday at home.
So yeah, we'll talk about Newcastle first, and then we'll obviously get Liam's thoughts, and then we'll talk about West Ham. So talking about us at the minute, we're currently 17th in the Premier League. We're obviously jumped up a place before we even kicked a ball against Wolves after Southampton got absolutely battered off Leicester City. We took the lead against Wolverhampton Wanderers, but our problem so far this season has been trying to build on that and trying to get the second goal. And against West Ham, they're equally good sides, with some very good players, as you mentioned, the likes of Hala, Yarmolenko, and we are going to have our work cut out. West Ham are under a lot of pressure. Steve Bruce at this moment in time is under a lot of pressure, and he's got to try and deliver a result one way or another down West Ham on Saturday.
He definitely has to. I mean, just look at we're defending, well, alright, we're fine. Attacking wise, we look so weak up front, and it just shows the shots on target we've had in previous games. Wolves 2, Chelsea none, Man United 2, Leicester City 0. There you go. That just shows how
bad it's been
up front. The only one that's probably looking lively is St Maximum going forward. Almiron is trying. Joe Linton, I know I got a lot of stick because so far is definitely not worth 40 million.
But the thing is, you're not wrong. The thing is, Joe Linton doesn't do enough of the attack, and he doesn't get in the box. We've got nobody in the final third to put a ball with.
Yeah, he's not a player, a striker that is going to take on other players and bring them into play. For example, last season when we had Rondon, he was doing that.
He had a focal point.
Yes, definitely.
And you fear that he's not going to get the goals?
No, and I think Joe Linton needs to be taken out for the next game, and I'm looking at possibly Dwight Gale a chance.
That's what I was just about to ask you there. I mean, for me, I'm starting to lose patience with Joe Linton. I mean, he's not really cutting it, and players are not really going to perform very well if they're not dropped and they have to try and earn the shirt back. Steve Bruce, for me, seems to keep picking the same team. When players aren't on form, you've got to drop them and they've got to earn the shirt back. So you got someone like Dwight Gale who's just come back from injury. Why is he coming on with 2 minutes to go of the game when he's the guy with the pace, he's the guy with the movement, and I think he'll bring that to the team on Saturday. Even if you bring him on against West Ham for say 60 minutes, and then take him off for Andy Cowell if he's not fully match fit, use him, and then bring on Joe Linton second off. It would make sense.
Definitely, yeah. We'll look at Rafa last season. I think when we got our first win against Watford, the biggest stick player got last season was Perez. He got dropped, he came off the bench, and then he scored. You never know if that Joe Linton gets put to the bench and then he come off, and he might be proven that if he scored, he might just show he needed a kick up the arse for about his downgraded performances.
Obviously against Wolves we had a man sent off, which was Sean Longstaff. Obviously a straight red card in my opinion. Really poor tackle, but he'll learn from it. He's a young lad.
Definitely will, yes, that's the thing. So you're either looking to turn that Isaac in, who
I
will
was
be
just about to say
back.
that, yeah. Who would you start? Would you put in John Joe Shelby or would it be Hayden? For me, I would say it's got to be Hayden.
Hayden, yes, he's the more younger lad. Shelby, I don't know what has gone wrong with him at the minute. He's not the player we've had since we first signed him. And you're thinking, he did fall out of favour a lot last season, and he just hasn't showed that form this season so far.
Yep, and so anyway, we're going to hear from Liam now.
So what is going on, guys, and this is my preview for the West Ham United versus Newcastle United this Saturday at 3 PM at the London Stadium. Now obviously West Ham United have just come off a draw against Sheffield United. Now for me that was just a really poor performance from West Ham. We had all the opportunities but no one could score any goals. We must have had so many clear cut chances and no one just could score a goal, and it's not just been this fixture, it's been for the past 3 fixtures where we just have been able to put anything in the back of the net. Now obviously you lot have come off a draw against Wolves, a little bit unlucky I have to say for you lot. I didn't think you deserved a draw. I think if anything I'd actually fancy you guys more for this game if I'm totally honest with you. It purely depends on what lineup Pellegrini is going to put out. With his tactics recently and his substitutions, which make no sense at all, I'm not feeling really confident. So my only score prediction at the moment is going to be a 1-1, but depending on the lineup, it's going to be my final determination of the game. So hopefully we can get a better result, but we'll see anyway. To be honest with you guys, just a little shout out to you guys as well. I mean, I've seen how you lot have been doing, and fair play to you. You're fighting for your lives at the moment, trying to get every point possible, and you fans deserve so much better than you've been getting from your owner as well. So I truly hope you lot stay up, to be honest with you. You're a great club, a massive football club with some of the best fans in the league, in my opinion, who go through so much rubbish with the club and still stick by them no matter what, and fair play to you. And I truly wish you guys the best of luck as well, not just for this game, but for the rest of the season too. Can't wait to see you there as well.
So that's just Liam's thoughts, the West Ham fan on the channel. If you want to go and check out his stuff, he is a West Ham United blogger. We are hoping to meet him on Saturday, and from what he said, Peter, in the video, he wasn't too confident about the game. He was very worried about West Ham's form, them not playing very well, and obviously West Ham, haven't won, I believe, since the 22nd of September, and that was against Manchester United. They drew, what was it, 1-1 against Sheffield United. They could have lost that game as well. So he's saying that it's an open game on Saturday. He's basically backing us to try and get something.
Definitely sounds like it, because you're just wondering how it's very surprisingly how West Ham have managed to dip form with the amount of new players that they brought in, and Pellegrini, ex-Man City manager as well, and you're thinking, but it's still going to be very tough on Saturday down there.
Peter, I want to ask you a question. Is Manuel Pellegrini under pressure? Because given where he's been, given what he did at Manchester City last season, yeah, fair enough, it's his first season, as West Ham manager, he's got to try and, find the right way for them to play. They've got the huge expectation of the Olympic Park of where they've moved to. Yep. And, sort of middle of the table last season, so far this season, they're looking worse, and they're just not scoring the goals. Do you think he's under any pressure to lose his job? Because there's a lot of West Ham fans who are starting to lose patience with him in terms of how he goes tactically. He
is starting a little bit under pressure, and he'll be his job will come very under the cosh if more bad results continue to go on for them with the signings that they've brought through the door in the summer as well. So it's very interesting, because Steve Brucey's also under pressure as well with us.
Yeah, so as we were saying, West Ham, they're a very, very good club. I've got a lot of time for West Ham fans, and their club. They've got a very good squad, on paper, but you don't win a game on paper, unfortunately. It's what you do in the 90 minutes, and, we go into this game on Saturday off the back of a draw, and, yeah, a lot of fans are going to go against us with having Steve Bruce as manager, the way we're going, but I think it's going to be an open game on Saturday. I think, West Ham, are going to be under a lot of pressure because they need to try and get the 3 points, but we've also won and lost at the Olympic Park, so, what's the odds that we're going to go there and get a draw? I believe we could. If we play well, we could get something.
I think we definitely could. I think it might get a little bit scrappy, you never know, but I
think it will be quite scrappy in times, though. I think it will be.
But I'm confident we can get a draw down there.
You're very confident, and like I say, players to watch out for if any Newcastle fans are watching. I would definitely say the likes of Sebastian Haller. He's not been on the best of form, but he is a good natural goal scorer. You put a ball into the box, 9 times out of 10 he's going to finish. Robert Snodgrass scored last week. Is he going to start? Who knows? Yarmolenko, he scored as well. So they have got players there that can make a difference. Declan Rice, got Felipe Anderson. He's going to cause a few tricks down the wing there. He scored a couple at St James's Park last season, and we are going to be under a lot of pressure in the game. Don't get us wrong. West Ham have got a very good squad, and I think we as Steve Bruce will go down there to defend. I can't see we're creating too many opportunities, but I want to see what have a go.
Definitely have to, because we can't just have 2 shots on target throughout the whole of the game, or 0 shots on target. Otherwise, the problems will just mount up, and we're going to be end up dropping points even more if these continue.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, it's going to be, I'd say, a tight game, from my opinion. West Ham fans may have other opinions. Let us know down below in the comments. Peter, last question before you, well, a couple of questions. Andy Carroll left West Ham as well. What's the odds that he could spoil the party?
Well, if he's fit for the game, we're hopefully he will be. And yeah, you'll probably get a mixed reception at West Ham.
He didn't leave on bad terms, though, did he?
No, he did. He just left because he was out of contract with them because of his injury record. He was picking up bad injuries for them. But it'd be interesting to see if he will heartbreak a few West Ham hearts.
Night your winner.
I'll be great that one.
But like I say, we're both really looking forward to go to the game on Saturday. As a Newcastle fan, I don't go to away days with too much expectation. I go with hope that we can get something.
Yes,
and I'm feeling quite positive. The back of my head says I think we're going to win, but in my prediction, before I say it, Peter, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, and I'll take that. Something we can build on again from the Wolves game. Peter, what about yourself?
I think I'm going to go for a 1-1 as well. I'm going to go for St. Maximin to get his first goal. I've looked really lively for us so far.
And as for myself, I'm going to go Miggy Almiron as well. He just needs to break that goal scoring duck. I wouldn't drop him on Saturday.
He's good for pace. He will cause problems and take on people.
So yeah, anyway, as the ambulance goes past, because your VI, whatever, it's just behind the stadium.
Oh,
it's stopped for now. But anyway, if you did enjoy the preview, don't forget to go along and subscribe to the channel as the ambulance passes by. Oh, it's gone off again. Absolutely quality these previews on this channel, honestly. Anyway, yeah, 1-1 we've both said. Peter's channel will be down below in the description, so please check it out. Subscribe to him. He's on the verge of 500 subscribers, only 30 away, so please go along, subscribe to his channel. He does fantastic content as well, and he will also have a vlog from the West Ham game on Saturday as well, so please go along, help him out, and I'm sure you would appreciate it to get that 500 subscribers mark. He works very, very hard, just like yourself, and try and help push my channel as well, okay? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. How are the lads?